Drew Capitelli leading off for Salve.
Capitelli started in left field in game one. Was lifted for pinch hitter Katie Ramos. Ramos was the one that was at the plate when the Seahawks scored their 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th. And now Capitelli is playing right field in this game.
Trying to drag bunt. She just misses that one as it bounces foul over to the third base dugout.
And Jeremy Capitelli has plenty of speed on the base pass. That's why she bats from the left side, is that slap style hitter.
Yeah, let's see if she can show it off right here. She hustles first base, but shortstop makes the play in time for out 1.
Now batting number 20, Morganti Bello.
Bursey, the pitcher for the Anchor women.
So that one is just outside for ball 1. The batter for Salve, Morganti Bello, a freshman from Corte Madera, California.
She's the only Seahawk athlete on any of our 20 sports from California this year.
Wow, very interesting. That's a good fact.
So a pair of freshmen behind the backstop for Salve Regina in this home doubleheader. Chloe Bean in the opener and Morganti Bello here.
Yeah, good pitch from Bursey there. Nice down and in location on that fastball. And another down fastball, but that finds the hole between first and second base for Salve Regina's first hit of the game.
She got on top of that ball nicely. Pounded it into the ground and the turf. It skids through on the right side between LaBelle and Ash. Second base and first base for the Anchor women.
Now at the plate is Lauren Packer. She continues to swing her hot bat. She had 2 hits last game. So that pitch down for a ball. So that one is roped to shortstop. Shortstop makes the good play to make the out at second base. The shortstop had to get down on one knee to make that play in order to grab that ball. Throws it to second, but no time to sling it over to first base in order to get Packer, so she will be safe.
Conti to LaBelle gets Bello out. Packer safe on the fielder's choice. Two down for Franceschi. Franceschi was an 8th inning pinch hitter in the opener. As Jeremy said, Seahawks won 2-1. Both teams waiting until extra innings to get their runs across the plate.
It's that one. Nice up and in fastball. That one is upstairs for the ball. If they check Packer at first base, she comes in safe. Franceschi in the box. And the pitch is a hit into the air behind the shortstop. Center field sprints over, makes the play.
Katz comes a long way in front of Mickelson for that final out of the inning.
Yeah, she sure did, but regardless, that is 3 outs. The side will be retired. The score remains 2-0, and we will be back.
Hold on. Check your audio.
Amanda Conti will lead it off for Rhode Island College here in the top of the second. And the pitch is in the dirt for ball one. Isabel Michaud, the freshman, out here for the start. She had a rough first inning, gave up a couple of runs. Let's see if she can bounce back here in the second inning, throw up a 0 for Salve. As that second pitch is in the dirt. Count reads 2-0.
Conti was 0 for 3 against Seahawks starter Alex Kelly in the opener.
So that pitch just catches the outside corner for a strike. And that one appeared to be a changeup in there for a strike.
Conti, the shortstop, drilled a line drive in the 7th inning that Wish Chiapetta at second base nabbed and turned into a double play.
And she lines another one into right field, and the winds that time stops it from falling, or stops it from being caught. And that one falls in there almost exactly on the right field line for a single. Yeah, that play last game by Conti, that was the difference maker in that game. That was that home run we were just talking about that almost got out. And then Conti comes up next, hits a good line drive right at the second baseman, who makes a phenomenal play for the double play.
Brings up the number 9 hitter, number 7, right fielder Paige Jones.
Jones squares to bunt, but she misses that one. Jones picks up the sign from coach. Bunt, Jones is swinging, and the ball's popped up to Packer at first base, and she camps under that one as she easily makes the play for the first out.
Now batting number 5, Avery Katz.
Top of the lineup now for Rhode Island College, Avery Katz. And that one hits the outside black. Strike one. And the bunt from Katz right in front of the catcher as she makes the effort to get the out at first base, but Katz is safe. Katz showing off the wheels there. Very fast base runner.
Number 4, Sarah Mickelson.
So now there is one out in the inning with runners on first and second. Up to the plate is Sarah Mickelson. And the pitch snubbed behind home plate. That will be a foul ball. And that one just misses the outside corner for a ball. Rhode Island coach sending verbal signs to her hitters and base runners. And that one is roped to the left side of the field. Shortstop makes a great play and flip all in one motion to get the out at third base. What a phenomenal play.
Fielder's choice for the batter. And then the runner, Conti, is out.
Now batting number 12, Katrina Kazin.
That was Straza that time, making the great play at shortstop. And a hard hit to shortstop again for Straza, making the great play, retiring the side for Salve Regina. Salve Regina dodges another bullet, giving up no runs this inning, and we'll be back in the bottom of the inning. Kylie Lancery here leading off the inning for the Seahawks as that pitch hits the outside corner for a strike.
Lanteri wearing number 33 until number 15 comes in. She's from Berlin, Connecticut, a freshman, third base.
That pitch seems to have some cutting action. Up and in for a ball. The pitcher reads her wrist for the sign. Winds up. And throws a strike down the middle, but that one is fouled to the third base coach.
Lanteri did not see any action in the opener. It's the starting third baseman here. On deck is Wiz Chiappetta, second baseman in both games.
That one is slapped to the right side of the field. Second baseman makes the good effort to stop the ball and does so in time. It regains her composure, gets the out at first base.
LaBelle contained it. It got to her left, but she kept it on the infield turf. And then did a nice spin move to get a strong throw over to Ash at first base. 4-3 on the play.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the ball skips here on the turf. Great play that time. And the pitch yanked a little bit high.
Chiappetta at the plate, one of two Seahawk softball players from Pennsylvania. We have a game manager from our field hockey team, Casey Phoebus, also from PA.
And that one is popped to right field. Right fielder races in the diving effort, but it pops out of her glove. Chiappetta is able to take advantage and go to second base. She thinks about third, but turns around.
Good throw in from Jones. After she made a diving attempt, it'll be a two-base hit for Wiz Chiappetta, the second baseman. And good decision to stay at second.
Yeah, for sure.
Now batting number 22, Sophia Straza.
Sophia Straza steps into the dish, trying to get that runner from second into home plate.
I think this is Straza's first plate appearance of the afternoon. She did come in defensively in the opener, played third base for Maddie Capetta, and now is the shortstop in this contest.
And the pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, Capetta had gone 0 for 3 at the plate. Played a very good third base for the Seahawks. not in the starting lineup here.
That one is up for a ball.
Straza with a double Z in her last name wears 22. They look like two Z's.
They sure do. I wonder if that's a coincidence.
It isn't. I asked her freshman year.
That's quite comical. That is pretty funny.
Count evens on 22, 2 and 2.
I have 2 R's in my last name. Should I wear 77?
You should.
And the pitch, that one is slapped to right field, and another tough play for the right fielder, but she got this one. No need to dive.
Good beat on that.
Yeah, that was Jones again in right field. She had a good beat, good jump right off the bat. She got there, made the play.
Now batting number 55, Francesca Rubino.
Francesca Rubino now at the plate, coming off a big defensive game.
First pitch in there, a called strike. As Jeremy mentioned, Rubino made some outstanding plays in game 1 and already in game 2. Offensively, she was 0 for 2 at the plate.
Good job laying off that outside pitch.
Her spot in the order came up in the bottom of the 8th inning, and it was J.C. Casciello, the pinch hitter, leading off that inning with a base hit to center field.
So that pitch is dribbled over to third base, makes a strong throw over the diamond in order to get her and retire the side.
If you are missing your phone, please check behind the backstop.
Ooh, we got an announcement. Somebody's missing their phone. Jeremy, is that you?
It is not.
It's not me. My phone is actually on the back of the backstop here.
So after the end of the inning, we had 0 runs for Salve, 1 hit, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll be back.
Best music compilation.
And we are back in action as Caitlin Ash leads it off for Rhode Island College. Ash is the first baseman who is a sophomore, Colchester, Connecticut. First pitch in the dirt for a ball.
And it was Ash in the top of the second inning of game 1 that drove Rubino all the way back to the fence. She made a diving grab out there, the first of her stellar plays.
That one is up in the zone and drilled to the right side of the field off the first baseman's glove, right back to the second baseman who makes the great effort.
So you know what we're gonna put in the scorebook there? 3-4-3.
Yeah, we sure
Because
are.
Packer got an initial touch on the ball, passed it off to Chiappetta at second,
21.
and Chiappetta gathered it, threw it to Packer. So 3-4-3.
The rare 3-4-3. So that one is drilled to left field and down right against the fence. That one looked really good off the bat. I thought it could have traveled a little bit more, but it hit the bottom of the fence for a double.
A 2-out double. I mean, a 1-out double for Schoen.
Boys.
Brings up the catcher, Boyce.
Yeah, showing they're wasting no time whatsoever, swinging at the first pitch, driving it to left field.
Michaud getting some attention from Packer in the circle, and we're going to see Alex Kelly come in. That was a change made. Oh, Coach Shona Mulcairn did come to the home plate umpire.
I thought we had hockey subs for a second.
Yeah, I know. On the fly. On the fly. Thank you. We appreciate the help from Derek White, our home plate umpire in Game 2. Paul Sevenkow on the base pass after doing home plate honors in the opener.
We saw Kelly go the whole first game, over 100 pitches. Now back in. The kryptonite facing this Rhode Island College lineup.
She got her rest between games and then 2 1/3 innings.
That's all the rest she needs. Let's see how she looks.
Yeah, I wonder how much she's actually pitched in the bullpen between the end of Game 1 and just now, throwing her first pitch strike to Boyce.
Hey, but that's the beauty of throwing underhand. Natural arm motion. You throw as long as you want. It's not like baseball where pitch count matters so much.
She gets ahead of Boyce, 0-2.
Yeah, waste no time here. Picking off right where she left off.
I'm sure the anchor woman are not too happy to see her back in the circle.
The changeup outside, slapped down the middle. And the strong throw to home plate. Very good throw by the center fielder there to stop that run from scoring. It'll now be 1st and 3rd.
I'm seeing some very strong throws from the outfield. That one from Rubino was at the best height. It was able to be cut off if necessary. Some other throws coming in with strong arms, but they've been sailing.
Yeah, so especially on turf, you want to keep those throws low. You're trained as an outfielder to hit your target, but it's okay if it takes one hop because it's better if it's low than if you sail it high.
So runners at the corners with 1 out for LaBelle.
So that one is whizzed by LaBelle. So the wind picks up here at Toppa Field.
Now Michaud could re-enter, as all starters in softball can exit and re-enter in any game up to 1 time.
Wow.
That's why when there was a pinch hitter in the opener, that pinch hitter reached with a single. The player that she pinch hit for re-entered as the pinch runner, so to speak.
And the pitch up the middle again, but snagged by Kelly as she gets the out at first base. Runner does advance. It'll be 2nd and 3rd now with 2 outs.
That's 1-3 on LaBelle. She is out.
Now batting number 3, Amanda.
And Boyce moves up to 2nd. Her single up the middle. And LaBelle made a bid for that same kind of hit, but snagged by Alex Kelly.
And the pitch fouled off behind home plate. That was off the bat of number 3, Amanda Conti.
Conti singled in the 2nd, but was out at 3rd on a nice backhand stop by Sophia Strasser at short. In one motion over to Lanteri at 3rd for the force.
And the pitch from Kelly jams Conti again. She fouls that one off.
She's aiming for the houses often.
Yeah,
foul play territory.
One of those landed in the porch. I was able to see. He's going to have a nice souvenir. And the pitch jams her again as she fouls it off on the first base side. Kelly just doing a great job pounding that inside half with her fastball. loud contact that time. As Conti just gets a piece of it to foul it off behind the backstop.
Count remains 0-2.
And does Kelly have a heater or what? She's got some steam behind that ball. And a changeup that time, just yanked it a little bit too high, and she knows that one.
No chase from Conti there. She's done a good job getting a bat on every pitch that she swung at.
And puts good contact on that one as right to center field for the out. That will do it. Salve avoids another big inning there as Rhode Island College leaves runners on second and third base. And that'll do it. We will see you in the top of the inning.
And welcome back. Bottom of the third, Katie Ramos leads off. She was the last batter in game one. Had an RBI fielder's choice with the bases loaded. That tied the score at 1-1. And on the same play, Drew Sepatelli came home from second base after a throwing error for the game winner.
Yeah, quite a way to end that game. Great game, even better ending. And the pitch squares to bunt, but that one is tapped behind the catcher, foul. That'll be the first strike.
Seahawks scored the tying and winning runs in the opener with one out. And it was a 3-2 count on Ramos at that time.
That one just misses the outside corner for a ball.
Now she has a 3-1 count as a leadoff batter here in the third. Seahawks trail 2-0.
So Ramos takes a good stroke at that outside fastball.
She pinballs it off the light tower, the stone wall, out into the street on Middleton Avenue.
And that one is roped into the gap. I don't think anyone's going to get that one, and it doesn't. Falls into the outfield. Ramos turns first base, slides into second, and she is safe.
She did not hesitate, Jeremy. She saw the hit in the gap. She said, I'm taking two, and that's what got her there. If she had hesitated a split second, a good throw in from Katz in center field.
I think she was thinking two off the bat. Also, the wind here at Toppa is blowing in. All of these balls off the bat, they appear to go farther than they actually do. And that bunt down the third base line, just foul. Drew Capetti up at the plate.
Sepatelli.
Or Sepatelli, my apologies.
Well placed there.
That one is fumbled by the first baseman, and a run will score on the error. What seemed to be a simple play. I don't know if the runner interfered with that ball a little bit, but first baseman unable to corral that one. So now we have a runner on second base and a run scored for Salve. And the pitch upstairs for a ball.
So scoring-wise, she could be credited with a sacrifice. She does reach base. So she does reach base on an error. I think her job was to get on base there, so it is going to be an error. I don't think she was sacrificing herself to get there, so it's going to be an an E3M. You give an assist to the pitcher, believe it or not, because that was on the mark. And then plus, and then Ramos comes in from second.
And the pitch is low. That will be ball 4. Now Salve Regina has runners on first and second as the coach for Rhode Island College heads out to the mound for a quick meeting.
Yes, the pitching coach, Sarah Gunderson. The anchor women are coached by Mary Holt-Kolsch in her first season, interim head coach. Also in her first season for the Seahawks is Shona Mulcairn. She's having a chat with her first baseman, Lauren Packer.
As the wind continues to pick up here at Toppa Field.
Yeah, it wasn't like this up in the press box, was it?
It was not. But also the overcast has now hidden the sun. So the overcast is set.
Yeah, the sun is absent here.
And that pitch is a strike.
Good pitch for the anchor woman there, Bursey. Tatiana Bursey from Boston, Massachusetts. If Packer were bunting, that's a sure pop-up. And that's popped up foul on the swing.
Yeah, Packer now has 2 strikes on her. Let's see if she continues to bunt. I assume she will not. Packer did have 2 hits last game. So we'll see if she continues to hop back. She squares to bunt, pulls back, but that pitch will hit the dirt for the first ball of the count. Packer squares to bunt, pulls back, takes a hack, and that one goes into the gap. The right fielder collects it, and now Salve has bases loaded. Packer went right with that pitch. That was an outside fastball, and she slapped that to the opposite side of the field, right in between the first base and second baseman.
Hard hit ball by Packer. Nice job by Morganti Bello to hold up on her run to second base. Make sure that got through.
Yeah, nice job by Drew there at third base to not go home because that ball was so hard hit. She didn't really have a chance. If it was softer hit, she possibly could have had time to score.
Sam Franceschi, the designated player in this game, batting from the right side, 1-0 count with Bursey delivering.
Great spot there, inside strike.
Bottom of the third, 2-1 score. Anchor women with 2 in the first. Seahawks 1 here and threatening for more.
That one is outside for a ball. And the pitch just fouled off behind the backstop.
Kylie Lantieri helps with that foul ball retrieval. Flips it to the catcher Boyce, who sends it back to Bursey.
Franceschi with the roller to third base. Ooh, and she just lets it go foul.
Schoen picks it up as soon as it crossed the line. It was going to be a tough play anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what her intentions were, if she was trying to make the play or if she wanted it to go foul, but it works out on her end. So
I think that her best play would have been to come home.
yeah, it
But
would've.
Sabatelli is so fast.
Another play to third base, and she does come home for the out. First base, but Sabatelli is safe at first base.
They almost turned the 5-2-3 double play, but fielder's choice for Franceschi.
Now batting number
Bases remain loaded now with 2 outs. Sabatelli's out 5-2. So fielder's choice for Franceschi.
And the pitch inside for a strike.
I'm sorry, that's 1 out. 1 out, base is still loaded.
That one is in the dirt.
Seahawks looking to tie or take the lead.
Yeah, big at bat here for Lantieri. That one is in the dirt for a ball.
Infield is playing in. Lantieri grounded to second base. LaBelle in her at bat in the second inning. LaBelle is a lot closer now than she was in the second inning. Good pitch by Bursey.
Yeah, she's keeping it low in the zone.
Yeah, forcing these Seahawk batters to pound it into the ground.
So they need a double play right now to get out of this. And that one a little bit up in the zone, just jammed the batter, and that would be a fly ball to the shortstop.
I think infield fly is
I believe
the
so.
ruling on that.
now batting number 21, Wish Chapetta.
It's all up to Wish Chapetta now with 2 outs, bases loaded. As Wish squares bunt, slowly pulls back and takes the first ball. And that one is grounded to the shortstop. Strong throw across the diamond to first base, and that will do it. That will retire the side. Great job there from Tiana Bursey to limit the damage there and to leave 3 runners stranded for Salve Regina. Salve that inning had 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 runners left on base. We will be back shortly. Paige Jones kicks it off here for Rhode Island College. And she slaps that one to right field, just coming down for a single. She placed that one in the perfect spot, right in between the right fielder, first baseman, and second baseman.
Now batting number 5, Avery Katz.
Wasting no time whatsoever getting that leadoff runner for Rick. Now at the plate will be the leadoff hitter, Katz. And she hits that opposite field.
Ramos there for the grab.
Yeah, Ramos camping under at that time. So 2 quick pitches, 2 quick outcomes.
Now batting number 4, Sarah McKelson.
Batter is Sam Mickelson. She bats with 1 out. Left fielder has reached on the fielder's choice and singled and scored in the first. Batting for the 3rd time. First time this game against Alex Kelly, as nice chase by Lauren Packer on that foul that landed out of play. She chased it into out of play territory.
Kelly trying to put a stop to this Rhode Island offense. She does so that time.
Morganti Bello throws down to first base. And Jones actually took off for second on the throw. The throw hopped into right field. I don't know if they would have had her.
They would have, a good throw, they would have had her 100%. They had
Well,
her.
they wouldn't have had her at the back at first base because she was heading towards second. Line drive caught there by Straza at shortstop. So what I'm saying, Jeremy, is I don't know to give her a stolen base or not.
Now batting
She
number 12,
didn't steal on the pitch for sure.
That's an error on the catcher.
The throw?
Yeah, on the
All right.
error on the throw. That pitch hits the outside black for a strike.
Mickelson retired on the liner to shortstop Straza. Kazin in at the plate. Her last trip was a grounder up the middle, turned into a 1-6-3. 0-2 count now on Kazin. She reached in the first, but was stranded at third. Oh, correction, she scored.
Kazin with 2 strikes on her. Grounder back to the pitcher. She takes her time, strides, fires it to first base. Packer catches it, and the side is retired for Salve Regina. Salve Regina ends the inning with 0 runs given up, 1 hit for Rhode Island College, 1 error on Salve Regina, and 1 runner left on base. We will be back. The first pitch grounded right back up the middle for a base hit. Salve Regina getting their first leadoff runner on. And that hit was off the bat of Sophia Straza.
Now batting number 55, Francesca Rubino.
2-1 the score. Bottom 4. Straza on first base. Nobody out. Rubino at the plate.
That pitch catches the outside black for a strike. And the pitch. Good take. That one seemed to have a lot of dip on it at the end. Good take by Rubino. Another one in the dirt for a ball. And Rubino grounds that to the left side, and it gets through the hole. So that is Salve Regina's second base hit of the inning.
Well placed by Francesca Rubino to the left of Schoen, who is in a bit at third,
Number 11, Katie
and
Ramos.
past Conti into left field. Seahawks had the bases loaded, nobody out, and a run in, and did not get any more in the third. Looking to make up for that squander here. First pitch to Katie Ramos is up for a ball. She led off that run-scoring third with a double.
Another ball up for Ramos.
Was the only Seahawk to cross the plate. Sepatelli had been erased at home on a nice play by Schoen at third base.
And the bunt gets it down in front of the pitcher. Will it be in time? And it will.
Jeremy, I thought that was a well-placed bunt by Katie Ramos. She's got some good speed, but Bercy came in
Now batting
quickly and made a strong throw.
Yeah, you got to really give credit to Bercy there. Pitchers practice that. Pitchers fielding practice. That's what it is called, and it worked out that time for Bercy as she made a great turn and pivot after she picked up the ball and a strong throw to first. And it was a bang-bang play.
Back to the top of the order for Sepatelli. Going to give Ramos the credit for a sacrifice bunt on that. Even though she did almost beat it out, it works as a sacrifice.
It does work as a sacrifice. Runners are now at second and third with one out.
Sepatelli reached on an error by the first baseman and made it all the way to third before being forced out at home on a grounder. Tying run 60 feet away, and Straza at third. Rubino on second base. Both Seahawks singled and then moved up on the sacrifice by Ramos.
Sepatelli standing in the back of the batter's box. She slaps that one off the third baseman's mitt into the outfield. As that'll score one as Sepatelli moves up to second base.
Smart base running after a line shot hit off the third base glove. It's an RBI single that ties the score.
Now batting number 20, Morganti Bello.
Rubino down to third. Straza makes it 2-2. Morganti Bello at the plate. Right back to Bercy. She stopped it. Overhand throw low, but picked up.
Talk about quick reflexes.
No chance for Rubino to advance. Hard hit by Bello. Lauren Packer may be seeing a new pitcher.
And she will face a new arm.
It'll be Kidd. Back to pitch.
Well, would you look at that? Leaving off right at the pitcher's duel we had last game.
Kelly and Kidd back in the circle for their respective teams. And it's a tie game. So Bello out 1-3. And Packer will wait for Kidd to take her warm-ups before she digs in. Packer had 2 hits against Kidd in the opener. Against Bercy, she reached on a fielder's choice and then singled, so she's having the best day at the plate for the Seahawks.
Yeah, she sure is. She's the bat that you want up right now in this situation with runners in scoring position.
Now batting number 9, Lauren Packer.
So bottom of the 4th, score is 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on for Lauren Packer. Number 9 facing number 9, Packer versus Kidd.
It's the first pitch is check swung, fouled back. The battle of the 9s. Who's going to come out on top?
Now she's a strong hitter, leads with her hands out here, then has to take them back, and then check that swing.
So that pitch is in there for a strike. And also the split grip too. It's very, very interesting approach. Definitely works for her.
I've seen that on a number of Seahawk hitters, notably J.C. Casciello.
Packer grounds that one to third base, and that will retire the side. Good pitch there from Kidd. Appeared to be a changeup, had Packer out in front to roll over third base. And the inning is over with 1 run scored from the Seahawks. Seahawks had 3 hits, along with 0 errors and 2 runners left on base. We'll be right back.
Best music compilation.
And the first pitch from Ash is lined into center field, but takes a hop off the turf and passes
Rubino.
Ravino in center field. And that will result a single, but the error puts her on second base. That is Ash.
Shown ready to bat, but Ash will be lifted for a pinch runner. It'll be Clesis, number 10, running for Ash.
Yeah, we saw Clesis on the base paths last game. She subs in again on the base paths.
Now batting.
Well, she didn't sub in last game. She started. Somebody pinch hit for her, and then she re-entered.
Okay, so she had the re-entry rule. They get one re-enter a game.
Yeah, starters do.
Okay. And that pitch is in there for a strike.
So Clesis now is used as a reserve. If she comes out, she cannot come back in,
Okay.
but her starter can.
That pitch is fouled back. Watch out, as that one bounces right behind us.
We're protected by a little tent here from the sun and from foul balls. No sun to be seen right now. Shown in an 0-2 hole.
So
Take
that
strike
one,
3.
Strike 3. Blue's been given that inside half all game. Right there, Kelly takes advantage.
And you hear the rumble from the Seahawk dugout as players are pounding anything they can get their feet and hands on. Might be to stay warm as well.
Yes, for sure, to stay warm, but also to vibrate that energy out onto the field.
It could be playable. It's right near the out of play line that goes alongside the Seahawk dugout on the first base line. But Kelly doing a nice job getting ahead of these hitters.
That one misses high. Just going up to the plate for Rhode Island College.
This is Boyce.
Oh, my apologies, Boyce.
Yeah.
That last fastball, another inside corner call for a strike.
Schoen was caught looking.
That high heater fouled off into out of play territory.
Keep your eye on Clesis at second base. Relaying pitch location
Ooh. Now you see that's
for her batter.
That's legal.
It is.
That's definitely legal.
You
And
earned your spot at second base.
it's not when you get those cameras involved. And Boyce that time gets hit in the knee.
Yeah, she didn't do much to get out of the
She
way of
did
that
not
one.
whatsoever. But she earns herself the free trip to first base.
A painful trip, but free nonetheless. So, runners on first and second for LaBelle, the second baseman.
And the pitch misses upstairs.
LaBelle 0 for 2, pair of grounders. First inning ended with her grounder to Strasser at short.
That one is down. Count is 2-0.
And she was the second batter that Kelly faced in the second, and she bounced back to the pitcher.
Kelly falling behind 3-0. She does not want to load up the bases here. And that one is a strike.
So I think the hands on the helmet means something from Clesis. Take all the way. Fastball down the middle. 3-0 count.
That one is a strike. It is popped up to the shortstop, and she
Infield
makes
fly
the
rule.
easy grab for the infield fly rule. That was Straza that time making the easy grab. Yeah, but what we would do back in my days, whenever there's a runner on second and we take our lead, if we have two arms down, that would mean fastball. But if we have one arm behind our back and the other arm dangling, that would mean off speed.
Okay. Do you ever do anything with location?
Not quite. That one is drilled opposite field. And the second baseman makes a nice behind-the-shoulder grab to end the inning.
Wish Chiappetta did a nice job immediately calling off all Seahawk defensemen. This one's mine. I got it.
Yeah, avoiding
Probably
all.
because she knew that the effect of the wind was going to keep it from going too deep.
Totally, for sure. At the end of the inning, there are 0 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base.
Sam Franceschi leads off here in the bottom of the 5th. Seahawks and Anchorwomen tied 2-2.
I wonder if we're going to have another duel on our hands, as both starting pitchers from the first game are now battling it out here in the second game as well. They did not start the game. They were both substitutions. And the pitch fouled off.
Franceschi has flied out to center and reached on a fielder's choice. She's the leadoff batter here in a 2-2 game.
And that one misses upstairs.
I like how her batting stance, she did a little crouch as that pitch was coming in just to make that pitch a little bit higher on her.
The inside fastball that time, unable to catch up to it. And the pitch and swing and miss.
Now batting number 33, Kylie Lantern.
Strikeout that time for Kidd.
It's her first K since entering this game. She got Packer, the first batter she faced, to ground out to short to end the 4th. Seahawks tied the score there.
And just keep on pounding that inside half. Why not? Our hitters, Salve hitters, are not executing right now, and the umpire is giving it to them. That one is up and away and drilled to right field, but under it is the right fielder to make the play.
Paige Jones out there.
Now batting number 21, Wish Chiappetta.
And once that ball hit the air, it just died with the wind blowing in.
Brings up Wish Chiappetta, Seahawks second baseman. She doubled in the second inning, grounded to short. That ended the 3rd. Seahawks had loaded the bases with nobody out in that 3rd inning after scoring their first run.
Chiappetta pops that one up to the third baseman, and she easily makes the grab, rolls it to the pitcher's mound, and the side is retired. And leading off is Jones. Wasting no time again, swinging at the first pitch, fouling that one off into the right field out of play territory.
She's popped out foul to Packer in first base area, and then also led off the fourth inning with a single to right field.
Yeah,
So she does tend to go to the opposite field.
and very aggressive, swinging at the first pitch this at-bat again. Well, if this game ends up anything like our last, we have the same two pitchers on the mound, and the score is 2-2. So we may be seeing extra innings again if it went the way the first game did. And the upstairs pitch, Jones does a good job laying off that one. And the pitch in there for strike three. Big strikeout for Kelly there.
Now batting number 5, Avery Katz.
And now we are at the top of the lineup. Katz steps into the box. And the bunt. Great bunt. Nothing you can do there. Katz lays it down beautifully along the first base line in no man's land. You couldn't make a play on that if the first base was 100 feet away.
Sarah Mickelson.
Now batting is Mickelson. She takes a cut at that high fastball. Sends it foul. And the pitch jams her again. She sends it back behind the backstop for a foul ball. And Mickelson takes another cut, fouling that one off, staying aggressive. And the pitch dribbled in front of the mound. Quick scoop up and throw gets the runner. That'll be the second out of the inning. But along with the second out, Katz advances from first base to second base.
Jeremy, it is quite remarkable with both backstops for the Seahawks this afternoon. Chloe Bean in the first game and now Morgan Bello in the second game. They take charge out there, and they're freshmen. They're both freshmen.
Wow, that is very impressive. So that ball's popped up to Packer on the first baseline. She takes care of it to retire the side for Salve. At the end of the inning, ends with 0 runs, 1 hit, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base.
Sophia Estrada swings at the first pitch, lifts it into the wind, and second baseman LaBelle comes in to make catch for out number 1.
Yeah, Straza lit off that rally last time Salve put up runs. Unable to do it this time.
And she was followed by a single through the left side by Francesca Rubino. Now Rubino bats with nobody on and 1 out. First pitch misses for ball 1. Good eye by Rubino, lets that ball stay up high. This is Kidd back in the circle for Rhode Island College. 3-0 count now on Rubino. Ramos on deck. A 3-0 pitch right in there. 1 out. Rubino at the plate. Ramos on deck. And if anybody gets on, Cepitelli. So it would be 3 successive outfielders for the Seahawks. 8, 9, and 1. Count now full on Rubino after that foul pitch. Infield plays back the entire at bat.
So that changeup hits the dirt.
Her patience was rewarded.
Now batting number 11, Katie Ramos.
Ramos has a double and a sacrifice bunt. Lays off that outside pitch. It gets called a strike. She shows her displeasure a little bit.
So that one indeed is a ball. So misses high.
So it's a 2-1 count now. Cepitelli on deck, shouting encouragement for Katie Ramos. Both lefties.
So Ramos had to duck on that pitch. Also brought her bat down along with her, just making sure that ball doesn't make contact with the bat. Ramos doing a great job staying alive.
Takes a cut there. Count runs full now.
That pitch was identical to the first one. The umpire called a strike, and Ramos realized that, so she stayed alive. Another outside pitch, takes it to the opposite field. Shortstop dashes over, makes a dive.
Fair ball.
That one is fair, hits off the foul line.
Placement over power.
Ramos.
Second hit for Ramos in this game.
Having herself a game.
In the scorebook, that'll be a frozen rope.
Cepitelli looking to do damage. She leads off with a bunt to third baseman, but she fumbles it, and everyone will be safe.
Schoen coming in, recognizing the bunt attempt from Cepitelli, unable to field it cleanly. It's going to be an E5. Bases loaded with 1 out. Morganti Bello. First pitch up high for a ball. Bello has walked and grounded to the pitcher. She was the last batter that Stoddard Bursi faced.
So that one is driven into the outfield. Left fielder under it, makes the catch, throws it to home, and it will not be in time. Salve Regina will score.
Strong throw from Mickelson. Offline a bit up the first base line. Allowed Rubino to come in sliding with the
Now batting number
go-ahead run. Seahawks leading 3-2 on the sacrifice fly to left field by Morganti Bello. RBI for the Seahawk. All base runners moved up one base. That's hit to center field, but the wind will hold it up. Lauren Packer, one pitch. Flies out to Katz in center field. But the Seahawks get one run on one hit, one error, two left. Ash, Schoen, and Boyce do up for the Anchor Women down to their last chance as they now trail 3-2.
We are in the top of the seventh.
17, Caitlin Ash.
Kaylin Ash steps up to the plate. Salve up 3-2. They're looking to close this out.
Ash always seems to be at the plate. It's just my imagination, but she reached on a single and got to second on an error. But her pitch runner was stranded there. She chases that pitch from Alex Kelly.
Yeah, she's looking to do some damage here. Possibly tie the game back up.
She's got the power, but the wind's not in her favor.
It certainly isn't.
She's definitely hit some warning track balls this afternoon against Alex Kelly. Swing and miss. Foul tip into the mitt for Morganti Bello. Count now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ash, the leadoff batter here in the top of the 7th. Anchor Women trail 3-2. Seahawks got the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 6th.
Good location there. Ash just able to get a piece of that. That one just missed the lower corner. And the pitch is grounded right back to the pitcher. She makes the easy step and throw to Packer. She secures it with 2 hands and runs it back to the mound.
Jeremy, you got to love it when a pitcher can field their position.
Yes, that is a big emphasis for pitchers.
There are 9 defensive players out there in the field.
Showing.
The pitcher is perhaps the most important one.
Yes, totally.
They have the ball in their hand the majority of the time.
And that one grounded right back up the middle again, but unable to get a glove on that is Kelly.
Schoen, the third baseman, singles up the middle. Represents the tying run with 1 out for Boyce, the catcher.
And the pitch. Lined into left field. And it drops off of the glove of the shortstop, and it is in fair territory. It'll be second and third for Rhode Island.
A long way to go for Straza. After it caromed off her glove, it went into some distance in foul territory.
You can blame that one on the wind. The wind here is blowing from the first base bag to the third base bag. So that time the wind kept blowing the ball away from Straza.
And the location was well placed on the hit.
Yeah, we've had a couple of balls in that area today.
Again, it'll look like a frozen rope. But she's at second and third, and Boyce will be removed for a pinch runner. It's McDonald coming in to run at second base. Schoen's at third base. She reached on the single up the middle. She represents the tying run. And now the second baseman, LaBelle, at the plate. LaBelle's been retired 3 times on her plate appearances. 2 infield groundouts and a pop to Geppetta at second. Straza is back at shortstop. Geppetta in a little bit at second base. She could be coming home if it's grounded to her to eliminate the tying run represented by Schoen at third. 1-1 count on LaBelle.
So that one is roped to shortstop. And they are going to third base to get the out. But the damage is done. The game is now tied. It is 3-3, and we will be seeing a bottom of the 7th.
So fielder's choice for LaBelle. It's an RBI. McDonald is out 6-5 on the play. Schoen scores the tying run. It's 3-all here in the top of the 7th inning. The sun is shining.
So that one is roped and caught by the left fielder.
Katie Ramos coming in and making the grab. Retiring the anchor woman after they get the tying run on a fielder's choice ground out by LaBelle. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. Franceschi, Lanteri, and Geppetta due up for the Seahawks in the bottom of the 7th. Pinch hitter is Emily Lane. She's leading off the bottom of the 7th as the Seahawks are tied once again with Rhode Island College. The Anchorwomen getting the tying run on a fielder's choice ground out. Lane, number 4, batting for Franceschi, number 6, the designated player spot. So it's Lane, Lantieri, and Chiappetta in the bottom of the 7th. Seahawks looking to score 1 and have their second consecutive walk-off victory against the Anchorwomen.
Yeah, 2 very close matchups here.
Lane, a freshman, 5'11", Tinton Falls, New Jersey, Red Bank Catholic High School.
That one is smacked but foul. Good contact on that one.
And looking up at the American flag on the pole here at Toppa Field, you can see the wind is blowing strongly in from right, so it'll bend a lot of balls down the left field line foul.
It's a good job to stay alive on that changeup.
She went golfing for that one. She got low in her swing path.
Yeah, she saw it early that it was low and adjusted. Changeups aren't that easy to lay off sometimes. And there's another one in the dirt. She does a good job laying off that one.
So Kidd and Kelly, both pitchers of record. They weren't the starters in this game. They were the starters in game 1. Good cut on that fastball. Lane will see another 3-2 pitch. The leadoff batter here. In the bottom of the 7th, score 3-3.
That one hits the knob of Lane's bat.
They're going to get a consultation here.
She's either a phenomenal actor or that didn't hit the knob.
No, she's got the padding on her elbow. That's what it hit.
Yes, it hit something.
And she immediately was grasping for that padding.
Yes.
Saying, thank you, appreciate the padding. So she's on board with the leadoff hit by pitch, representing the winning run. Lantieri has a job to do. We'll see if it's to move her over via the bunt. And actually, Franceschi will be the runner as the starter re-enters in the designated player position. So Lane did her job, get on base, and now she's done.
Yeah, she was a table setter for this inning for sure. And that one is in the dirt as Franceschi takes the extra bag. And now it's in the outfield and she heads to third base. That is the winning run.
A wild pitch and an error.
The crowd here is hyped, and so are her teammates in the dugout. So now we need a coaches meeting at the mound.
It may be, let's walk the bases, loaded to get a force at every base.
That would be.
There are no outs.
That would be a bold move.
Well, no other base runner matters, so you might as well just put them on board. The only one that matters is Franceschi at third base.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. You don't see it too often, but that makes a lot of sense. And they will be pitching to the batter.
Wow, and a good cut by Lantieri. She was looking to end the game right there. 3-3 the score, winning run, standing 60 feet away in the person of Sam Franceschi. Another good cut by Kylie Lantieri. So they are pitching to her.
Pitching for the strikeout.
I am surprised that shortstop Conti is back as deep as she is, because a slow roller is going to score Franceschi. But a swing and a miss will not. And that's out number 1.
That is a huge strikeout for Kidd.
And now we have a pinch hitter batting for Wish Chiappetta is number 10, J.C. Casciello, who also plays second base. Will not need to if Seahawks are able to bring home Franceschi from third.
Yeah, JC had that big hit last game as a pinch hitter. She's looking to do the same exact thing right now.
She bats from the left side. Chiappetta, right-handed batter, had a double in 3 trips to the plate. Gives way now for Casciello. First pitch up high, 1-0. Straza's on deck if it gets to her. Just 1 out with a winning run on third.
The slap attempt just popped up behind the plate for a foul ball.
And JC's got a good amount of power on those moving swings, those Happy Gilmore cuts.
Yeah, that's the advantage of being a lefty. She thinks about it that time. Good job laying off.
Tough to lay off that.
Yeah, very tough.
Count is now 2-1 on Casciello. She has a split handle grip.
Great changeup from Kidd. Has JC out in front. Wow, that appeared to be a curveball.
Everybody in Burgundy wanted that pitch.
That pitch started at her neck, but then curved into the zone. Regardless, it was called a ball.
I think JC was surprised too. Count now full.
She was. And she draws the walk.
And now she's heading to second base.
With what was that? Did anyone even try stopping her?
They did not.
I could have.
As long as you don't hesitate, you can just keep going. If you park yourself on the bag and the pitcher has the ball, you can't go. But because she didn't hesitate,
She did not.
and the Seahawks have been trained to do that. Now Straza.
Well, I'll
Take-
tell you, that's very risky because if she was to get out there, that means they would have 2 outs and a runner on third base. That insanely decreases the statistics for the runner on third base scoring. Because with 1 out, they can score on a sac fly. They can score on many more plays, and with 2 outs, it limits that. But we have a bunt here. Runner on third base holds, and there will be no play. The bases are loaded. Very smart play there.
So pretty much what we
Yes.
described earlier. Let's load the bases. So now we have forces. Now
batting number
the ball has to be hit somewhere to avoid a force. So it'll be a bunt hit for Straza. That's her second base hit of the afternoon.
That pitch is just upstairs for a ball.
Rubino 1 for 2 in the game. Scored the go-ahead run in the 6th inning. Now bats here with a chance to win it in the bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Same spot. Ball 2.
She's 2 pitches away from winning this game. Or technically 1 pitch away. Takes a cut at that high pitch. Gives Kidd a 2-1 count instead of a 3-0 count.
Yeah, helps Kidd out there. So that one is popped up to the third baseman. And that will be the 2nd out.
And that might have had infield fly rule written all over it too, because that could have been easily dropped and turned into a double play.
Yes, it could have.
now batting number 11, Katie Ramos.
So Kidd doing a nice job of jamming Rubino there, forcing the infield pop-up. Leaves it up to Katie Ramos. She was at the plate when the Seahawks won game 1. Trailed by a run in that bases loaded situation. Her fielder's choice grounder drove in the tying run, and then an error brought home the winning run.
So they are pitching Ramos outside here. Let's see if they keep it outside or if they decide to try to beat here on the inside. And that was a changeup there, just a little bit too high. She yanked that one a little bit.
3-3 the score. Bases loaded. Bottom 7. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Pitch fouled out of play. And onto somebody's house or vehicle.
Ramos doing a good job staying alive.
Just got a piece of it. Count remains 1-2. Ramos batting with the bases loaded. The only runner that matters is Franceschi at third. Up high. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 outs. Anchor woman need a force at any base to send it to extras.
And that one is off the plate, and that'll load it.
I think we're down to our final pitch of this inning, unless she fouls it off.
It's 3-2 count, 2 outs, bases loaded.
And a walk brings in the winning run for the Seahawks. They have their second walk-off victory of the afternoon. Katie Ramos outlasts Kidd on the circle, gets the 3-2 pitch up high, draws the bases loaded walk. Franceschi touches home plate to send the Seahawks home with a doubleheader sweep, a 4-3 win in the game 2 after a 2-1 win in 8 innings in game 1.
Yes, very good effort from the Seahawks today. 2 wins for Kelly there. Great job on the bump for her, and great job for the Seahawks again. Thank you so much for having me on this broadcast and for these 2 games. Thank you, Ed, for having me and for doing all the production work.
The Seahawks improved to 8-3 on the season. This weekend they took 3 out of 4 games, both against Little East competition. UMass Boston yesterday, they split up in Boston, and now they sweep Rhode Island College here this afternoon. The Anchor women fall to 2-4 on the year. They were scheduled to face 2 CCC schools this weekend. Roger Williams in-state yesterday, Friday. That doubleheader got postponed. And now they got to play here today, taking 2 tough 1-run losses against the Seahawks. So congratulations to the Seahawks, winning 2-1 and 4-3. My thanks to Jeremy Gutierrez for his work on play-by-play and commentating. And we will see you next time out here at Toppa Field. Have a good day, everybody.